Yes, we all get it. Very late set from 2006. But I was requested to do a review of this set, and unfortunately I haven't gotten around to it till now. So, yeah, sorry about that, but here it is, and I'll have to explain a few things first. I don't really own the Axonn set. I just built it out of my Vezon and Kardas set, which I'm not going to review because it takes forever to build. But here's I don't know, a review of the set itself. And fortunately, you don't have to go grueling through all the box instructions, because that's not what you're deciding on to buy if you're thinking about it. Now, away from the long introduction. Here's Axonn, really awesome. And let's just go right into it. The mask. Really cool design, I thought, especially for the 2006 storyline, and the rest of the masks. This one seemed to really stand out to be different. It actually has a really high point on the mask. Usually, most masks tend to center around the face area, or the head. But this, I liked it. It just sort of gave the mask a new edge on masks. Nothing really special or surprising on the inside or side, but some people like to have these shots. There. Another side and a good frontal. There we go. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. His weapon I find really fun, but also it has a few downsides. One, it's really heavy, and I mean for a Lego set. I'm not talking about in real life. This thing's light in real life, but for a Lego set, it's really heavy. And if your set isn't really stiff and it doesn't flop around a lot, then you're lucky. But if your set even just has over half of really loose parts, the arm will actually tend, when he's holding the axe, even up here, but if he's holding the axe here, the arm will just fall, and then it looks like he's just dragging the axe along the ground. So that might be something you would want to watch out for. Now for Axonn, without his, axe, yeah, that's true, they did base his name off the word axe, sort of a pun, I guess. But a good focal point is the hand. Now the hand was I'm pretty sure it's the first articulate hand in BIONICLE, and if I'm wrong, please nicely tell me what other set it is. But for right now, this is the first articulate hand I can remember, and it really showed it showed what BIONICLE could do and what its limitations were at the time. It can't make a full fist, or he can't make a full fist, as well as he can't really open his hands that much. And he can only really do that, and that's about it. He can't really make any, go that way, sort of, but more looks like he's holding a piece of bread or something. So, if you're really banking on his hands, and if that's really determining if you're going to get him, you might want to watch out for that, but I don't know. I'm not one of the people that raves over hands, and I'm not one of the people that says, oh, I hate hands. If they're good, they're good. If they're bad, they're bad. For the front of Axonn, he has Toa Nuva armor. Well, I guess this isn't in the storyline Nuva armor, but that's what it's referred to as by people. And in order to get these to angle, they had to put this in here, so he can't really look up. He can sort of gaze. He can't look straight up, so if you want to fly him places for some unknown reason, he wouldn't be able to do that. But I guess for the looking up ability, he can sort of do that. So that was in the way. Okay, so there, normal, and that's up. Normal. Yeah. So his legs, his legs actually, I like his feet. They have good proportion. I don't know, they're like a teenage comic book kid. Giant feet, I guess. And I do like that BIONICLE introduced these into larger sets at least. And that's actually really helpful because it gives this set especially as well as Brutaka. A more, well, posable, it does give a little limitation, but not very much. But it does give the set more structure, more strength, and a stronger feeling, in fact. So that's really cool. And the arms are just arms. They attach at one point, and they end with a hand, fortunately. Here's the back. The back isn't really much to rave about. I guess it's more of the new Takanuva back. It's just sort of blank, but it's just really Axonn from all views. He looks powerful, he looks strong, and he's pretty cool set. He is helpful, and he isn't just a set that appears on one island and you never see him again. You see him everywhere. He goes places, just like this Toe of Sonic. I'm not gonna pronounce his name because I'm probably gonna get yelled at by bunches or a whole bunch of people. They'll say you pronounced it wrong, and I'm gonna go, yeah, I know, but nah. You're saying it in text. How could I know? Oh, it sounds like that, of course. Enough of that rambling. So, yeah, his hands are probably his biggest downfall because you really gotta work with them, move them. And I'll show just how the axe. Yeah, so if you want to pose them like doing that, you better have either a really stiff set or I don't know, glue or string or some invisible stuff to make it look real and authentic. As an all-around, whether I'd recommend this set or not, I'd say if he was new, I'd get him. But if he is right now, if you're gonna get him and he's over his original price, I'd say don't get him because he doesn't really do that major a role. Yeah, he does do some really good parts, but nothing life-changing. But if you find them really cheap, and I mean like half price cheap, maybe even a bit more, 30%, that's less than half. Anyway, 50-60% of his original price, I'd say get them. But anything over 60%, over 60% or whatever, I'd probably say not to. Yeah, and I can. I'm not sure if YouTube gives me 10 minutes of this stuff or not. But I'm going to have to wrap it up because really I'll just be rambling on about the regular things that people obviously see here, and that gets annoying after a while, hearing someone constantly talk. And oh yeah. Well, just to tell you, I'll be doing my XLR T9 review probably even today. I really have nothing else to do, and hopefully you'll see that.